TheJamies.net.
Port Everglades is located on Florida's southeast coast in the city of Fort Lauderdale, just north of Miami. We've sailed out of the port numerous times, which has given us a good understanding of what passengers can expect when arriving for embarkation. In this video, we'll provide an overview of Port Everglades, including what to expect when entering and navigating the port area, some port resources that can help you plan your arrival before your cruise, and a nearby area that can be helpful for last-minute items before embarkation. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Unlike cruise ports that have a dedicated cruise terminal area, Port Everglades is a working port with cruise terminals located throughout a larger port area, so the arrival process might feel a bit different on embarkation day. One of the first differences is that there are 3 primary entrances into the port area. The north entrance is located along Eisenhower Boulevard. The west entrance is located along State Road 84, which actually has several different names. And the south entrance is located along Eller Drive at the east end of I-595, which is also known as the Port Everglades Expressway. We've approached the port from all 3 different directions over the years and found that it really doesn't matter which entrance you end up using, as long as you follow the plentiful signage toward your ship's terminal. To enter the port area, you'll notice another difference. Each entrance has a security checkpoint before you can continue toward the cruise terminals. Since Port Everglades is a working port, anyone 18 years old or older must show a government-issued photo ID, such as a driver's license or passport. You should also have your cruise documents available for security verification. Both before and after the security checkpoints, it's important to keep an eye out for cruise terminal signage. All 3 entrances have large digital signs listing the terminal number for each cruise ship. We've always found it helpful to focus on the terminal number to avoid confusion with the other information. However, it's important to note that Port Everglades categorizes all of the terminals into 3 groups for directional signage until you're approaching the individual cruise terminals. After you've passed the security checkpoint and are navigating the port area, you'll find several signs pointing toward the 3 terminal groups. Pay close attention to when individual cruise terminals separate from the group, such as when Terminal 18 splits off from Terminals 2 through 4. Also be aware that the signs may be located on either side of the road, or even in the middle of the road. As you approach each cruise terminal, there will be workers assisting with luggage and passenger drop-off operations. Just follow their instructions, and the process should go smoothly, especially if you've already attached your luggage tags, which we recommend doing before you head toward the port area. After completing your drop-off, workers can point you toward your terminal's parking options, which are generally located nearby in the same area. Although the port area has 2 parking garages available, there's no guarantee that parking in a garage will be available on your embarkation day. We've had at least 2 cruises where the garage was full, and we had to park in the adjacent open-air lot instead. It's worth mentioning that you should always make a note of your parking location because your ship might not return to the exact same cruise terminal where you embarked. We've had that experience twice when cruising out of Port Everglades, and in both cases our vehicle was still within walking distance. However, it was extremely helpful to know where we parked, rather than trying to figure it out after disembarking with luggage. All of the Port Everglades cruise terminals we've used had benches outside the terminal building for sitting while waiting to enter or leave. We've also seen restrooms available both inside and outside the terminal buildings, as well as free Wi-Fi inside the terminal during our visits. A full list of each cruise terminal's amenities is available on the Port Everglades website, and the site is generally a very helpful resource for planning your embarkation and disembarkation. In addition to amenities information, the website also has a 7-day ship schedule that includes terminal assignments, which are subject to change, and filters for searching future dates. Parking information, including current parking rates. An interactive port map that's helpful for understanding the general traffic flow for each cruise terminal. And other information for cruise passengers. Finally, the Harbor Shops is a nearby area to keep in mind before you enter the port area on Embarkation Day. The shopping center is located just a few blocks away from the Eisenhower Boulevard entrance to the port, with a Publix, a wine shop, and other stores available for last-minute items. The area also has several restaurants available if you want to grab a bite to eat before heading into the port area.